All right, back here with the Vince Camuto dress sneaker. Hope I said that right. I get a lot of people asking me to review lesser expensive shoes or ask me, do I wear lesser expensive shoes? I have some. The deal is this, when you're over 40, at that point, you do have a little bit more money to buy better things. And you kind of want that. So I tend to purchase things that, it might cost a little bit more, last a little longer. However, you can tell the difference in things that cost a little bit more. Well, these Vince Camutos, I might have paid $60 for them at a store. I can't remember. I've had these several years, but I went into a store and got these. I didn't get these online, but you can. I keep these shoe trees and all my things, as you saw in some of my other videos. It's plastic in here simply because in the winter months I store them. I usually don't wear these. I wear boots. Once fall hits and it gets cold, I put on boots all the way up until late spring. So I got these out just to condition them, but I'll tell you a little bit about them. Since you are cutting costs, one of the big things you cut cost on is the lining. So inside here, it's not a leather lining. It's like a fabric lining. See it there? It's like a fabric. So it's not a leather lining. Here, you get that kind of rough out leather so your heel won't slip. That's a good thing. I put an extra pad in there. You guys know I'm a true 13 in all my shoes. But I do have a narrow foot. I don't have a wide, fat foot. So sometimes a lot of the shoes that I get, sometimes they're too wide. Sorry, cigar break. Olivia G. So that's what these are. These are not wide at all. They are not wide. Believe it or not, if you can see down in there, see that stitching there? Okay, so a lot of times, that shoe's glued on. Well, that's a stitch. So, I see people take the shoes too and they do this, like, oh yeah, my foot doesn't do like that. I'm not so flexible. I don't care about that. As far as it'll go, it's probably like that much. Not all the way like that. So anyway, that's just me. Sorry, it's a pet peeve thing of mine. So, do I like this? Do I recommend this shoe? Yes. For the price, for $60, you can go to Thursdays or some other companies, even Beckett Seminon. That's definitely Koyo and spend, starting, let's just say, $140 up to $300. And you'll get a shoe comparable to this. The sole on it, like I said, I've had these for a lot of years. You can see it's not really wore down. Also, no, I drive a stick in the summer, so, I'm getting a lot of push there too. But it's not wore down. And I'll compare it to, let's say, Thursdays. See the difference? The Thursdays is a little bit more wore. And I wore these way more than I wore Thursdays. But see that? It's a little worn. And I've only probably wore these about 10 times Thursdays. But I've wore these a lot. I'll go on solo trips and just take just these and be comfortable. So it is a good shoe, man. I would say, Vince Camuto, it's a good shoe for $60, man. But you're going to have a fabric lining. Says it even in there. Textile, man-made lining. The shoe's made in China. So what? I don't care. My phone probably was made in China. This table wasn't. I made this table here out of wood. So, but again, I don't care about that. So there's the eyelid. So what I'm gonna show you again is I like to take care of my stuff now, guys. The leather balm, I put on these once a year, sometimes twice. A lot of times I'll put it on like now before summer and late spring comes. And then when I go to put them up for the winter, I'll put another coat on them just to keep them conditioned. It's probably not the best leather in the world, okay? This is probably not the best leather in the world. It says it's leather upper, but it's probably a closed leather where it won't take a lot of shine. But I keep it conditioned. So they say, Venetian Leather Balm makes things darker. Well, let's see. $60 shoe. I'm putting these on just a little heavy, just because I just want to prove a point here. Usually I do not use that much leather balm. But rub that in there real good. Okay? Now for me, you're not going to get an argument if it makes it darker, because I've always liked dark shoes. I really don't have a lot of light color unless it's a white shoe. See, it has that little stitching down through there. Personally, I prefer it to be all one piece or leather, so I don't have that stitching simply for cleaning purposes, because that stitch will get dirty or change the color on you. So then it looks different. Now, I don't mind if it gets darker. Oh yeah, somebody asked me in one of the comments, do I use saddle soap and all that good stuff? Well, I kind of clean my shoes a lot. Like when I take them off, I wipe them off and I put them up. I put my shoe tree in and I'll put them up. So I don't really allow them to get so filthy where I have to come in with saddle soap and all that good stuff. That's just me now. Some people, they like to wear them down like that. And like y'all hear me before, man, I'm not that guy. I don't jump in puddles and walk in dog shit. I'm not wearing these on a safari. I put on some boots. I don't cut grass in them. These actually are a great shoe, man. You can wear them anywhere. Concerts, to outdoor concerts, to cigar lounge, wherever. You can go out with your peoples, date night, and be comfortable. I usually don't wear shoes barefoot, just so you know. Some people enjoy that. I don't. I'll tell you a true story. Some people, you have friends, you go over their house and they want you to take off your shoes, when you come in, which I hate unless you are Muslim. If that's your religion, I can do that. But some people will say, well, man, I put in white carpet. But did nobody tell your dumb ass to put in white carpet in the living room? Now, I do got some friends that do that, but it's what it is. I got one buddy, he's more like a brother. He has it. I don't mind him just because when he got the place, it had white in there. But, if you don't have any socks on, you go over that house and, you're walking around barefoot. Some people are cool with that. I'm just going to be honest with you, man. In my culture, we rarely do barefoot, okay? We rarely do it. Even if you see us on the beach, we got on water shoes. It's changing, though. A lot of African-American people are going more barefoot. We even see them wearing flip-flops in the winter. That was something we never did. But, as that song says, times are changing. So you saw me. I put this Venetian Leather Balm on this shoe pretty heavy, and it didn't darken it. Okay, now it's still soaking in. I'm gonna let it soak in, and I'm gonna come back and buff it. But if you look at it, I can't really see. But I'm gonna let it soak in, let it dry. I'm gonna come back, hit him with the horsehair, a little shine on him with a microfiber rag, and see if this Vince Camuto stands up. Oh yeah, people ask, well, the smell, this and that. Again, I always put a sock on, and I take showers, man. I don't know why you people are talking about the smell inside the shoe, if it has this kind of lining in it. Man, I don't have them problems, man. I shower, every now and then, like before I put them up for the winter, I hit a little Lysol inside. I don't, even if I didn't, man, I don't have a foot odor and stank. I mean, we just call that, in my day, trifling. That's some stank. Just wash your feet, change your socks, and also fairness, I don't wear the same shoe every day. It's very rare I'll wear it 2 days in a row. I might do every other day depending on what I'm doing. But, we talking here, man, over 40 style, man. Over 40 men style, man. We've been in the game for a little bit, so we should have more than one. Even you have a high luxury pair, one high luxury pair, and a couple inexpensive pairs, a couple of these, you break him up. You see what I'm saying? But that's the beauty of the gray hair wisdom. That's the beauty of being older. That's the beauty of us, having a little bit more to spend. All right, here we go. That's it. So this side has been conditioned and buffed out, and took a little microfiber cloth and polished it out. These Vince Camuto. This side hasn't been done yet, but all ready for the summer. $60. Go check them out.